Okay, so let's handle that common scenario where you want your application load time to be as fast as possible. So you want to keep your ZAP file small, but there's some big thing that you need to download at some point during the lifetime in your application. And you want to go back to the website, download that thing over HTTP, and get notified as and when you are downloading the various bits of it. So let's take a look at that. I've got a website and a Silverlight project here. Let's just go to my client bin, and I'll add into that something reasonably big. I've got this video file here, video.wmv. It's about 3 megs, so it's not huge, but it gives me something to download. And let's go and write some code that will download that thing asynchronously. So let's pop over to page.xaml. This is just a vanilla blank page.xaml. Let me throw a text block in here so we can display some status. We'll say name equals my status, something like that. Let's say horizontal alignment equals center. Let's say vertical alignment equals center. Whoops, nearly. Equals center. Let's say text equals not set yet. And let's set the font size to be, I don't know, 36 or something, just so that you can see it. So there's our text. And let's go write some code behind page.xaml. So let's pop into page.xaml. We call that my status. Let's handle the load event. So we'll say loaded plus equals, and we'll just allow Visual Studio to do that bit. And we'll say on page loaded. Throw in that call. So when the page is loaded, we're going to use a class called web client. Web client lets us asynchronously go and get things over the network. So we can say client equals new one of those. And then we can say client dot. Let's handle its download progress changed event. So we'll say on progress changed, and we'll throw in that handler. And we'll also handle its client dot. Let's just go down here and say open read completed, and we'll say on read completed. And we'll go and handle that one as well. And what we'll do is at the point where the download progress changes, let's go and say, sorry, I'm in the wrong method. On the point where the download progress changes, let's say my status dot. So let's just do a quick build to get IntelliSense to catch up with us. Dot text equals string dot format, and we'll say progress of. Now, what we can put in here is going to be dependent upon that argument value that we get. We can see progress percentage is pretty cool. I could use the bytes received and the total bytes received, but progress percentage works great for me. So I'm just going to use progress percentage and put % on there like that. And that's fine. And then when the read is completed, what we're going to get, probably need to do a try around this and catch whatever write exceptions you want to catch down there. I'm just going to leave that blank. And perhaps we'll say my status.text equals terribly sorry. Really didn't work out as we were planning. But what we can do up here is grab the result, and you'll notice that what the result is a stream. So then we can take that stream and do something with it. For the minute, let's just put a breakpoint in here so that we can see when we've completed. And last thing we need to do, because we've handled the two events, but we haven't actually begun the operation, so we should do that. Let's say client.openReadAsync, giving it a URI. So we'll create a URI. Mine is called video.wmv, and it's a relative URI. And we begin the async operation. Let's go build the code. Let's go press F5. Get our website to spin up under the debugger. Get our Silverlight application downloaded. You might have spotted it was pretty quick. And we do in fact have the stream here. If I say e.result, we should see that there is a stream in there. I'm not going to do anything with it right now. But you probably saw those numbers whiz by in the video, and we downloaded that thing. We got to 100% of course, and then we don't do anything else. So pretty simply, we use web client. We told it to tell us when things were progressing. We told it to tell us when things were finished. Then we went and opened a resource from the web. It tells us when things are finished, and it gives us a stream. I suppose what we could do is make this just slightly more realistic by doing something with that stream that comes down from the web. So let's go back to our XAML file. We've only got this piece of text in here right now. Let's just add something into our grid so we have a second set of rows in here. So we'll have grid.row definitions. Actually, let's not even do that. Let's just put behind the text block a media element. So there's a media element here with a name on it. Let's say my media, and we'll put a little margin around that as well, something like that. So now we've got a media element in there as well. And what we can do is at the point where the video completes, we could tell the media element to play the video. So we can go back to our code. We can say my media.set. Let's just build to get IntelliSense on here. .set source, and we can give it the source, which is going to be e.result, and then we can say my media.play. So we're bringing that thing down. We're running it. Let's go run again. We should see some pretty quick progress, to be honest, because we've probably cached the WMV file at this point. So we'll see that progress goes by real fast, and then we play the video. So a very simple way of asynchronously downloading bits from the network with notifications, and it really means that you can build code that loads something that's quite large without delaying the start time of your application by trying to put it all in the Zap and load it right at the start.